pulled over by Jarrad. Excuse me.
They are pretty cool though, aren't they? No, I'm gonna keep them just hanging there.
Take them back.
We're going to get roasted if we're not careful on this trip, especially for the 3-day sail. Ooh. This random guy with us, this is Jarrad, and these are his new sunglasses. He works with us at Bar, our cocktail bar, and has a yacht back in Townsville as well. Having sailed up from Brisbane himself with a group of friends, Jarrad chose voluntarily to sail back from Airlie with us. And here we are today, all packed up and about to start our 3-day voyage back to Townsville. And what a great start it was.
Can you just check us out fuel, Jarrad, at the front?
Why we forgot to check the fuel?
Oh, I did check it, but it's fucking...
Oh. Compared to Hamilton, it's 140.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wow.
That's
That's mad green.
Blue. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing with your sunnies?
I'm returning them to BCF when I get back to fucking...
What?
Let's not get this on record as well.
Jarrad's dodgy.
Not dodgy.
We're underway. Fuel ran out at the 3rd or 4th time. It's only a 900ml tank.
Oh.
And maybe your finger touches the bottom when you press it. Straight through the gap of those 2 boats in front of us, that little one.
Oh yeah, right.
That's us.
Nice.
Oh, we make it. Imagine if we sink on the way out there. I think the worst luck we're going to have is those sunnies with us.
Yeah.
Taking the hits. Oh, that's rough, man. Get off the water.
Oh, this one's going to get you.
Nah, we're good. Oh, it's always the unexpected ones.
Fucking ding don't foul me now.
Oh, we're lucky if we make it, but here we go. Once again, the ding brought us to safety, so we started setting up some basic camp stuff and got excited about our trip. Terrible. Oh, we started the engine first, go! So what happens is the neutral's not really neutral once you drop it back. So that's, yeah, forward. And then if you drop it, sometimes you got to go into reverse to get it back. Just, yeah, this one, it seems a bit dodgy, but... journey and we're heading up to Townsville from Airlie Beach, and we should be sailing for the next 33 to 34 hours if all goes well. So far the winds look to be on our side and oh, Jarrad just fell off. But there it is. Holy shit, oh, it's a great start. It's super wobbly and dodgy, so we just tested it and it failed. Thanks, netting. Ooh. Life jackets all around. Dude, you nearly died!
No, it's fine.
How fun!
I actually had a good grip, it was alright.
Was that, were you leaning on it?
I slipped on a bit of mud.
Oh. The plan is to pretty much ditch the first reef that we plan to go to in the first 6 hours and just go straight up for 22 hours, 24-hour sail straight to Wheeler Reef, park up there, get a little bit of sleep, have a swim in the Great Barrier Reef, and then continue for 8 more hours back to Townsville. Tide, swell, is really high, so we're getting knocked around a lot on the boat at the moment, but then the wind's not so bad, so hopefully that chills out a little bit because it's a little bit uncomfortable. This guard thing gets smashed back there. They never look this big on the
so we get a good angle on the wind, and then we're going to cut across pretty much a direct route going 330 degrees to Wheeler Reef. We just have to avoid some islands and lighthouses on the way. That's pretty much it.
And what's your plan for our wide?
Jarrad on board.
Heads up, we later find out that our impeller was broken. The part that cycles the cold water in and keeps the engine cool. Yeah, that part.
Should be fine. We're gonna start.
Like, I think it's only because it comes up out of the water and then blows all this. Like, I think it was constantly out of the water. You wouldn't notice it.
Do you have
What time is it?
It is 25 past 1.
We are 2.5 hours in.
Oh, really? 2.5 hours in.
It's gone pretty quick, 2.5 hours into our journey, and we are passing the sort of Airlie Beach mainland. At this point, we had just put the sails up, which made us all feel a lot better because it was so rough out there. Land ho!
I'm assuming they're penguins.
Penguins! Terrible music, but improvement to the tiller. At this current stage, we are yachting directly into the wind. For the last 4 weeks, we've been planning on this perfect southeast breeze to take us directly up the coast, and that's just not happening today. So we're pretty much motoring barely 3 knots instead of 5 to 6 sailing. A little bit disappointing, but beautiful weather. We're not directly in the sun, so it's not too bad at this stage. When the wind goes down, though, it'll be hopefully a little bit more still, because we're praying that the waves go away. And then it happened.
Probably.
The engine just stopped. Yeah, let's top the fuel up.
Heaps of fuel.
Heaps of fuel.
Heaps of fuel.
Maybe it just needs a rest.
Yeah, might have overheated. It's the longest you've gone so far.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, let's go let's just go to the right, like upwind to the right there.
Can we take the box off and give it a bit of air, maybe?
Sorry.
I don't know, like,
Is
so it just needs
it-
a bit of time.
Yeah.
Let's just do a little bit less revs and then give it a bit of a break soon. And then like, to help it, it's got to do the same.
We just go like,
As much assistance as we can.
I don't think that's on.
Wow. Start. Go to the right. But we're moving. As Ye Olde Raven kept chugging along, we put the engine dying down to a dodgy kill switch that could have just rattled itself off. No, this is gonna hook me up.
sorry, darling.
Oh.
I've got to tell you, boys, the high side of the boat is always more comfortable.
It really is. You sit down below is not
A
good.
lot more pressure down there. Like, I just feel like the body weight's like, oh my god. All these noises I expected just having in his fucking hand.
Nah, can you imagine the noise when he does though?
My ass is getting fucking sore, boys.
pretty stoked that we got to do some sailing. We didn't get over 4 knots though for most of the time. Sail up for 22 to 24 hours and get to Airlie Reef, and then the winds went fully against us, and instead of supporting us up the coast, they've actually gone where they're going head on. Punched us in the face. Then the engine decided to stop just outside Chester Island and Bowen, so we've decided we're going to pull in and just make sure we can get to somewhere safe. Yeah, we weren't sure why the engine stopped. It sort of just conked out. It didn't sort of like splutter or anything to do with like the actual engine, so I think it's just a loose wire, and it just started again in a few minutes. And we also thought maybe it was overheating, but we're not really sure, as a lot of things on this boat.
We're gonna catch a fish.
We're gonna catch a fish for sure.
To be specific.
A tuna. Jarrad promised fish, so we didn't buy tuna.
Marissa has to eat the eyeball. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope that we can keep sailing on, but worst case scenario, we've still got 4 days to free up, so if we park at Bowen, park at Air, park somewhere else, we can go a bit slower. This is the hardest decision. We've just been so tempted to stop because it's so beautiful, but then we just did the maths, and I think we've got 120 total, and then we've done about 20 today, and we haven't even reached Bowen, so we need to probably do another 20 miles to get to Bowen, and then it's 90 to get to Airlie Reef, and then another 40 to get home.
This sticker's really a life changer.
It's great.
Isn't it? Well, stick.
So we decided to push on and live on the edge. Pesto pasta on the boat, how delicious.
Wow.
Got a bit of a sunset. Passing our anchorage. Tell me about your sleep.
We're going to go to sleep for 1 hour and be up for 2 hours.
So this was our vision at night time. I must say, it was a very peaceful boating at night time. The constant hum of our engine, the complete darkness with the odd faint light in the distance, and the longing for your hour in the cabin surrounded by cushions. It was all so comforting. We both found it very enjoyable, obviously though with the thought of the engine dying right at the back of my mind. Bilge just went off again. That's super comforting. So the last few hours it's gone off maybe once an hour by itself, which is great because it means that all the water in the boat is actually being pushed out.
Oh, so good. It is so good.
Whoa, that's awesome! Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a big fish! Get on the line!
What do we do?
Come on, baby. Trying to work those muscles. Let's go.
Come on, yeah! Yeah, fish on! Yeah! Alright, come here.
Oh, that's a big fish, cut. Why is it so heavy?
Oh!
Come
on! Come here, you fucker! Yeah! What have we got? Tell me to tuna, please! Tell me to tuna, I want a tuna, please! Oh!
Oh, there! Holy shit!
What
It's
is
a
it?
shark!
It's a shark?
No, I don't think so. But
Oh.
it looks like it. It's huge, Jarrad!
Oh!
It's so big! It looks like a fucking shark to me. I don't know what fish look like, but holy fuck, it's gonna like rip you in.
We'll get it close to the boat so you get a good video. I wanted a fish! He gave me a shark! What kind of sadistic bullshit is this? Half Poseidon? Fuck!
Oh, there it is! He's got a little flat hand. Oh, no.
I think that's a little bronze whale.
You've got trails. There's two behind him.
There is not.
There is. There's fucking 3 sharks. What do we do in this situation?
That's not a shark! That's a fucking cobia!
What?
What?
What is that?
What the fuck? It's a cobia! Oh my god! What the fuck?
There's 2 more of them behind him though.
Sharks getting there.
No,
Oh!
they're the same sort of
Oh! Can we eat that?
fish. I don't know. Can I quick Google it?
Google! Oh, my balls! Fuck! Oh!
We spent some time Googling and the fish had other things to do, so it ditched us. Turns out it was probably a cobia, which is a kingfish, so Jarrad is kicking himself, but it was a bloody good effort, 10 minutes and counting. Passing our last cave, second last cave, and aiming to sail, hopefully, as soon as we get around the corner. As expected, the winds have been against us all day. We managed to pull up for a little swim, and it was amazingly clear blue water, and now it's turned into Townsville water. Super choppy, a little bit more yellowy, sandy, so we missed that already, but nearly home.
Who would like some?
Saying goodbye to the little island that took so long to pass. Between 5 p.m. and now, we were all pretty tired and just took turns napping. To be honest, it's hard to enjoy every single moment when you spend every second together, and we are lacking sleep. So I kind of lost interest in filming. That's my bad. But roll around 11 p.m. and we successfully berthed Raven in the Townsville Marina on the 5th of October.
You're still pretty big.
We have made it back to Townsville.
You?
We're very tired. But we're alive and the boat is alive and the boat is parked and Jarrad is alive and Jarrad is on his boat. So we're all good.
Poor Jarrad.
We're on the scooter. We just got our keys, checked in after a really delicious little sleep. We slept till 11, so it's like 11 hours to catch up. But now our little facilities, we got a little parking permit and a little key tag that gets us everywhere.
Maybe the boat has that.
Yeah. What you got there, son?
My little marine curve trolley.
To summarise, we had absolutely no dramas at all motoring the yacht back to Townsville from Airlie Beach. to our amazement. We plan to do a few small trips to Magnetic Island over the next few weeks to find any minor or major problems before doing a large sail again. For anyone that does love the ocean though, I do highly recommend something crazy like buying a boat and not holding off a second longer. It's really a different world out there, and it's amazing.